disrespectful for a YouTube Miss Rachel to basically push her basically political views, would you say? Or sexual orientation views?
Social views?
Social views. How would you feel about Miss Rachel pushing her social views on your kids? I mean, if you didn't know, Miss Rachel, big as hell on YouTube. All the kids watch her videos.
This is a segment where you don't cuss.
Oh yeah, she's big on YouTube. All the kids love her videos. I mean, she basically is like Mr. Rogers for the kids.
She is like a female Mr. Rogers. She does kid content only. I think her age groups is what, like 2 to 5?
Yeah, 2 to 5.
2 to 5, 2 to 6 the age range is her target. She definitely seems like a Mr. Rogers, Blue's Clues, Pee Wee Herman.
True.
Type of entertainer.
Yes, and all her videos work on like speech therapy. Like a lot of videos have help with a lot of speech therapy because
her own child had speech problems.
Yeah, her own child has speech problems. I mean, her videos are real colorful. She's basically teaching your kids how to say pronunciate words and what's a nose and what's your eyelids and how to say mouth and tongue.
Touch your nose.
Exactly. So I mean, we watch her videos. I mean, I can see what people learning, but
she's basically getting like ungodly amount of views and subscribers. Facts. She's growing so big that she's almost getting on like a Mr. Beast level or like a Barney level. I guess you could say. We don't have Barney's numbers because Barney was on TV, not on YouTube. But it seems like she's getting that big. But a lot of people did have a problem. Did have pushback when they had her own, feels like forced conversation here where Miss Rachel actually said that, she was celebrating Pride Month, that she acknowledged Pride Month. And it's like, it's one thing if you want to say like, hey, I support Pride Month or I support the LGBTQ. But when you make content that is directly related or directly directed at young children, it's like, what are you talking about Pride Month for? Like,
Facts. They
don't even know what that is. You're bringing in topics into the conversation too early, and it's like, especially if you got kids, man, you want to make those decisions yourself when you talk about certain things in the world. You don't want someone making that decision for you, and I feel like that's constantly the problem, that people keep on trying to bring these topics to a younger and younger age group. And what we said, she's doing 2 to 5. So at a certain point, like, what's too young?
Age.
Like, at what point are you being indecent by even bringing up the topic at that young age?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I mean, it's a kid YouTube channel. You shouldn't even be talking about this. They don't even know what's right and left. But we got the video of the original post of what she said. Then we got her apology video and her letting you know she wasn't doing this for the money. But she lying.
Pride to all of our wonderful families and friends. This month and every month I celebrate you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're exactly who you are. To those who are going to comment they can't watch the show anymore because of the support, no worries and much love your way. God bless. I am not chasing fame or views. I'm standing strong in love. I've shared prayers on here before and said God bless, and that's because my faith is really important to me. And it's also one reason why I love every neighbor. In Matthew 22, a religious teacher asked Jesus, what's the most important commandment? And Jesus says to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments. There's no greater commandments than these. I believe it's mentioned 8 times, love your neighbor. So yes, everyone belongs, everyone's welcome, everyone is treated with empathy and respect. It doesn't say love every neighbor except. There are so many reasons I stand strong in love. I stand with everyone.
Doesn't it say love every neighbor
That's
except?
Who I am. And the love back and the God bless if you
what the
disagree
Bible says,
is
like
genuine.
love everyone except these handful of people?
I mean, I'm not a Bible thumper. I can't really tell you.
That's no. That's how I met you. This guy was selling Bibles.
Nah, but I mean, I
came to my house.
I understand what she's saying. Like, I mean, you have toddlers. You already gotta watch what the kids watching on YouTube, listening to music, watching on TV. You want the kids to watch something safe where you can just put it on.
Don't have to worry
about your day and don't have to worry about it. But now she's saying this. Who knows what she's saying in the videos? Who knows what little small things she's putting into videos to try to, manipulate these kids' minds. And she's saying it's not for money, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of people are getting paid for basically posting about the LGBTQ or basically supporting them or sponsoring them. And I mean, this is just too much. I mean, it's kids. Kids need to be learning about colors and numbers and stuff, not about what you okay with.
Yeah, it's one thing if she like went on her own and like supported like I don't know, like a Pride Month parade or something. You know, like oh, she did that on her own time. But it's like when you're literally making videos for young children, toddlers, it's like what are you doing?
Pretty
it's
much.
Like there's really
the audience.
This is a sensitive topic, especially the younger you go, the more sensitive it is. So it's like, why would you even bring that into the conversation knowing your audience? Because the only thing that it's going to do is make the kids ask questions, and then the parents are going to be like, who's talking about this? And then they're going to be like Miss Rachel, and then they're like, why is she talking about it? She's supposed to talk about like numbers and like animals and like quacks.
Exactly. And then on top of that, like you just had a kid. You're not even gay. So
and what's funny thing is she says she's religious, and it teaches to love everyone. Well, it depends on what version or what religion you have.
You got a point.
A lot of people's like, if you're kind of the
super Christian
standard religion of certain religions, I'm not even going to say which ones, this should kind of go against your own religion. So it's kind of funny, man. I think a lot of people are confused, and you need to be able to think for yourself and not just go with the masses.
Exactly. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this. Do you know about Miss Rachel?
I've never heard of her before until this, but with her views and subscribers are ridiculous. Like, she has an ungodly amount of subs and views she gets on her videos, because unfortunately most kids are tablet kids. Most parents, especially if they're single parents, they don't want to deal with the kids, so they just put them on a tablet, and it keeps them busy. So it's like, and then you find out, because they do have a YouTube Kids.
They do.
And it's like, why would you even allow this?
You can in the comment
this topic on a YouTube Kids video. Shouldn't that already be blocked? Since it's like, because when you make videos for kids on YouTube, you literally have to select it, and your video gets rated differently.
True.
Because it's a lot stricter, of course, if it's for kids, because it's going to be on the kids only YouTube app. So you have to make sure it's content that's not kind of crossing the line for young minds, and this content is definitely crossing the line. So I can see, like, beyond her being canceled, is she violating YouTube's policies?
I mean, they gotta approve it. They're the ones that approve it, deny it.
No, but I mean that's what I'm wondering. Is she violating their policies by bringing up inappropriate topics to young children? Could she get in trouble or get a strike on her channel for violating their guidelines?
I mean, that's the thing.
Should she?
That's the thing. Like, she doesn't drop every week or every day. She drops like once every 2-3 months. So it's like, if you get a strike is like 90 days, 2-3, like that's like 3 months right there. So if you
probably wouldn't violate again like that.
She probably wouldn't violate again like
just
that.
So it would drop off. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, you know how YouTube is. They let some things go. They basically hop on Steve who will do it. Ban him for life. But then things like this, I mean.
Comment down below. Are you religious soft, where you kind of agree with Miss Rachel and you should love everyone no matter what they do? Or are you religious hardcore mode, where you know what the book says?
They going hardcore.
That's like my co-host. He had his pitchfork ready.
Well, speaking of being horrible.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of not being ready,